comes and stays. For a cowboy's heart finds its rest in the land that time betrays. So I sing to the stones, to the bones of this earth where our story fell asleep. And the wind whispers back with a sigh of dusk, it's a promise it can't keep. On Lonesome Hill under starlit quilt, it's your memory I'll forever reap. A silhouette in the sunset still, where the shadows long and deep.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the red rocks climb so high, I found her wild roses beneath that endless sky. We carved our names on the old oak tree, where the creek sings to stones and the breeze roams free. The canyon held our dreams in its vast embracing arms, sheltered under starlit quilts, succumbing to its charms. Oh, but the canyon died young, and the river ran dry, like the tears that ceased in the wells of my eyes. And the whispers of the aspen, they still call out your name, in a land that's changed its face, still wears its old pain. Now the trails are overlaid with dust, the homestead's fallen lean. The porch where we once danced is a memory serene. Your scarf hangs on the saddle, the color faded gray, each thread a tale, a moment lost, a time slipped away. The fire's ashes cold, where our warmth once filled the night, and I roam these empty cabins where shadows swallow light. Yes, the canyon died young, and the river found its end, where my heart beats against the gusts, but can't no longer mend. And the whispers of the aspen, they still call out your name, in a graveled road forgotten by the sigh of autumn rain. So here's to the twilight, the sunset's final glow, to the love we left in the silence of the snow. May the mountains ever echo the lines we used to sing, for a moment held forever in the spring that never springs. The canyon died young, and I'm still standing by, watching days bleed into where the old ghosts lie. And the whispers of the aspen forever call your name, on a wind that keeps on blowing but never sounds the same. Yes, the canyon died young, and with it to my heart, in the echoes of the land where we are still apart.
In the shadow of the bluff, where the old oak tree stands, I found a cracked frame in the palm of my hands. A whisper of a scarf, faded red beneath the sun, held the scent of wild jasmine, our days on the run. We rode through the towns just like outlaws at play. That old porch was ours by the end of the day. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Time washed over the gravel where we once laid our claim. Dust settled on the saddle, ain't nothing feels the same. Quiet haunts the cabin where laughter danced through air. Now it's just the creek and wood and the solace of despair. I trace the fading trails where her boots kick the dust. Each sunset bleeds the colors of the love we once discussed. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echo winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. By the dying light I see it clear. All that's left is the rust and the tears, as the stars peer down like eyes that know my sin. I whisper to the night, can't hold what might have been. So here's to the silence where old memories hide, to the trails that I wander and the tears I've denied. May the winds carry softly the sorrow I've earned, in a cracked frame left behind with the bridges I've burned. Yes, in a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Forever wandering under skies of ash and gray.
In the shadow of the oak where the wild rivers bend, I first saw her smile in the soft morning's end. Sunlight danced through her hair like a wildfire unclaimed. Now the morning sky whispers her name. Oh, how the wind sighed through the hollow so deep, carrying echoes of the love we can't keep under the morning sky, where our dreams lie asleep. In the heart of the plains, my regrets lie so steep. Years have rolled like the dust on that old gravel road, where we walk now, just memories that I ever strode. The cabin sits empty where laughter once reigned, only shadows on porches remain. Oh, how the wind sighed through the hollow so deep, carrying echoes of the love we can't keep on
regrets lie so steep. The river still flows, but the banks are all dry. Time's a thief on a horse that just galloped on by. A scarf she once wore, now faded and torn, left behind like my heart, so weathered and worn. Oh, how the wind sighed through my soul. They now weep, carrying whispers of the love I still seek under the morning sky. I lay down to sleep with the ghosts of the past in the silence so deep. With the ghosts of the past in the silence so deep.
In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers float, I first saw her wild hair in the sun's retiring glare. We danced on creaking boards neath the porch of weathered lore, her laughter twining through like the breeze in twilight's hue. Unspoken words watch me leave in the dust of twilight's eve. A scarf she wore, now part of the core of the saddle I used to grieve. As the sun bids goodbye in the vast regretful sky, her memory's a ghost on this endless lonesome coast. Years flew like the storm that paints the desert north, from bustling towns to silent nights under the cold, distant lights. The cabin empty sighs, and in its corners my heart lies. But time washed away the dreams like pebbles in mountain stream. Unspoken words watch me leave in the rain that night did weep. The scarf she wore lay on the cabin floor where my hopes began to cleave. As the wind whispers low through the valleys I once known, her touch a fleeting trace in the chill of empty space. And the roads they twist and turn, each with a lesson stern. To right is to wrong in a world that's just foam, on the sea of grass and stone where my heart finds its own. Unspoken words watch me leave as I held my breath to grieve. A scarf she wore, now frayed and torn in the dreams I still believe. With every setting sun, my wandering heart's undone. A cowboy rides alone with his heart forever thrown. So let the sunsets glow, tell the tales of woe, of a cowboy's lone ride with his memories as his guide. Unspoken words like birds fly away into the skies, and under the vast starlit night, a lone heart quietly lies. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved so wild and free, the sun beats down on that lonely grave, where all my foolish love's engraved. By the porch where you'd swing slow, I lost the heart I'll never show. Oh, grave sank low beneath the weeping sky, where the whispers of the wind come to sigh. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore, a color fading now no more. In the quiet towns where you once smiled, I walk alone, heart unreconciled. The cabin stands empty, a silent creed, the laughter gone like a tumbleweed. The gravel road, once our parade, now just tracks in the dust we made. Your saddle's gone, no horse to ride, just memories on the great divide. Oh, grave sank low beneath the weeping sky, where the whispers of the wind come to sigh. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore, a color fading now no more. In the quiet towns where you once smiled, I walk alone, heart unreconciled. Beneath the vast unending blue, I understand I was only passing through. Your love, a fleeting, brilliant flash, now just ashes and echoes in the ash. Oh, grave sank low beneath the weeping sky, where the whispers of the wind come to sigh. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore, a color fading now no more. In the quiet towns where you once smiled, I walk alone, heart unreconciled. So here I stand where oak trees grow, throwing stones at the river's slow flow. Each ripple a memory, each wave a tear. In the echo of hoofbeats, I disappear.
Out by the old willow bend, where the creek sings low, found a scarf she left behind, now faded like my hope. Underneath that ancient oak, we carved her name so bold, now just shadows in the bark, like stories left untold. Shattered glass lingers on these dusty trails, my heart's reflection scattered with the wind it sails. Each shard a memory of laughs that filled the night, now just echoes on the breeze under the fading light. The cabin stands empty where once her laughter rang, silent as the sunset that bleeds into the plains. Her scent on the pillow, just a ghost I can't embrace. Our dreams like the gravel road, lost without a trace. Shattered glass lingers on these worn-out paths. Her smile, a whisper that the autumn wind grabs. Every piece, a moment of dances in the rain. Now just shadows in my mind, love I can't reclaim. Roll past the porch where the old swing still sways. Each creek a sermon on the passage of days. What's left is a heartache, riding side by side, a journey with the dust, where my tears can't hide. Shattered glass lingers, oh how these memories bleed, like rivers carving canyons in the soul of me. One last ride as the twilight steals the sky, in the land of broken echoes, where my heart lies. Hold on to the reins, let the cold wind sweep. Shattered glass lingers where love was once deep. Out where the oak trees shadow the old creek's bend, I found your scarf, the one you wore against the wind. The porch still creaks where we watched the sunsets bleed. Now it's just the whispering leaves speaking to my grief. Silence echoes louder than the words we never said. Each memory dances like dust upon the old shed. Your laughter's a ghost in the corridors of my mind, drifting like tumbleweeds, leaving me behind. These gravel roads, they don't sing no more, since your boots ain't walking through that door. The cabin stands, but it's empty of the dreams we wove. Just shadows fill these rooms where light once boldly strode. Silence echoes louder than the words we never said. Each memory dances like dust upon the old shed. Your laughter's a ghost in the corridors of my mind, drifting like tumbleweeds, leaving me behind. On the edge of this town, where the old path fades, I reckon the choices made are the debts we paid. Under that endless sky was where we once lay. I find the courage to whisper goodbye at the close of day. Silence echoes louder than the cries my heart expels, like rain on the dry earth. My spirit, it comes
your spirit by my side. And as the night descends, like the curtain on our tale, in the quiet of the darkness, your memory prevails. Though I wander lost and alone beneath the endless sky, in the silence that echoes, I'll never say goodbye.
Out past where the creek bends low, under the shadow of the oak, lies a trail we carved, worn deep by whispers only winds evoke. That old porch still holds your laugh in the creaks of weathered wood, where we'd watch the sun dip down, dreaming more than we ever should. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, the leaves have turned their shade, and every sunset bleeds the same. The colors of your scarf now fade. In the silence of the empty cabins, echoes of our love remain, like dust left floating in the beam of the lonely lantern's flame. Gravel roads knew our names, and in the dust our tales were spun. But seasons turned as you did walk into the setting sun. Now the saddle hangs untouched, the bridle lays without a hand, and I roam these quiet towns alone, a shadow stretching with the land. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, the leaves have turned their shade, and every sunset bleeds the same. The colors of your scarf now fade. In the silence of the empty cabins, echoes of our love remain, like dust left floating in the beam of the lonely lantern's flame. Like tears I've learned to hide, yet every drop that touches earth stirs your memory inside. As the thunder rolls across the plains and lightning strikes the heart, I find solace in the storm, where you and I aren't far apart. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold and I'm worn like the leather freight, but in every whispered wind I hear the songs we once played. Through the windswept valleys and over mountains draped in snow, I'll wander with your ghost along the lost trail carved where echoes never go.
Shadow of the old oak tree on Lonely Hill, where the sun painted gold on your hair so still. We carved our names young and bold into the bark now weathered and old. The scarf you left, it dances still, caught on a branch in the chilly hills will. Oh, lonely hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across a mile. Your laughter echoes neath the starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. Years roll like thunder across these plains wide. The old porch creaks with stories it can't hide. I roam through ghost towns where our dreams lay spent, down gravel roads with my heart relent. The cabin sits empty, our plans undone, beneath fading trails where once we'd run. Oh, lonely hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across a mile. Your laughter echoes neath the starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. If these winds could carry my weary voice back through, would they whisper my regrets gentle to you? For every step away seems a lifetime of return to the burn of that sunset where my heart still yearns. So Lonely Hill stays cold under heaven's vast embrace. I find solace in the dust, in the open empty space, forever bound to the land where shadows cast. On Lonely Hill where love lives in the past. But I'll hold on to the cold as it's all that I can hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so sacredly, sorrowfully cold.
Out by the old Weaver's Creek, where the oak shadow lays deep and wide, found an old hat faded and worn under that blue stretch of the endless sky.